For the 2020 season, Toro Rosso changed to Alphatauri, and just a few years later, we could be on the brink of change once again. Now, if reports are to be believed, Alphatauri are going to be converting into Hugo Boss Bulls Racing for 2024. So in this video, we are racing the Alphatauri as we know it versus the brand new fantasy Hugo Boss Bulls Racing, which someone has gone through the effort of making not just one, not just two, but three different livery mock-ups. Livery number one is going to be the pre-season testing one, which features essentially an all-black car, but if you look closely, it has a two-tone finish and a very slick 3D design in the background, with also some very bright neon sponsoring. Livery number two is going to be the Hugo Boss Bulls Racing All-in edition, which of course this year's car has those red highlights from the sponsor in the livery. And finally, we have a complete fantasy version of the livery, essentially replacing the red with bronze and making it the official Hugo Boss Bulls Racing livery. And that is the car we are driving here today. So, soft tyres on the car, back of the grid as we look to get to the front. 13 cars, 5 laps at COTA, which of course is the next race in the Real Life Championship. And in this one we have a mixture of Alphatauris and Hugo Boss cars on this grid. So, turn one, going to get squeezed there. We're going to try and hold our line and accept a bit of contact, which is going to happen. But we're still alive and we've got through. So now into the S section, we're going to keep our foot pinned and hope to go through, which we do. So we're already up to P10. So 3 places gained as we try to find grip on the surface. Tyres are stone cold, you can see in the bottom left there, so we've got to try and warm them up as we run it a bit out of bounds. Now you might be wondering why 13 cars, why such an odd number. So I've tried to basically put as many cars as possible that are relevant to this video. So we have, of course, the 3 liveries of the Hugo Boss car, and that has 3 variants in the form of Ricciardo, Tsunoda and Lawson. So those 9 cars are on here, and then also I've added 4 Alphatauris in the form of De Vries, Tsunoda, Lawson and also Daniel Ricciardo. So I've crammed in as much as I can for the sake of the video and also for the sake of a comparison. So let's see now if we can beat all these other cars and get to the front. This is using the Race Sim Studio 2023 car, by the way, guys, so if you want to check that out, as always, all the links will be down below. But yeah, P9, decent start so far, making good progress. We'll see if we can make some more. I feel like the AI has been set to a pretty decent level, maybe a bit too high, so it's going to be a challenge, which is what we like. It's not going to be too easy. So now the tyres are working pretty well. Bit of a moment there though, which isn't going to help. We're using DRS already because, the AI are also using it, so we may as well take advantage and keep things fair. Down the back straight, you can hear the bottom, the plank, just dragging along as we make our way into the slow section. Try and see if I can find a bit of a spot to make a move here. The tyres are nicely warm now, so that's a good thing. But you can see we, even in a Assetto Corsa, get destroyed on traction by the AI, which always happens in the F1 game. Okay, now we might have a chance here to have a little stab at an overtake and try to get by. Almost contact there, had to get out of it at the last second. Let's see if I can stay close through here and have a run down to the hairpin. Looks like we're getting none of that, getting wrecked on traction, although the exit was actually pretty decent. Gonna get a slight toe. Try to have a look on the brakes, but able to go through, although the exit is nice. As we race versus the pre-season testing livery, we're going to turn the engine up, turn the wick up and make that move. So that is now 8th place. Happy days. On the anchors, could have been broken a little bit earlier than that, a little bit later, sorry. Can we get any more places? 2 laps remain. We've got one of the all-in liveries ahead as we struggle through the slow bit. This is where we seem to bleed a lot of time. Oh, contact. Something happened. Either way, this is going to make things interesting as we head on to the last 2 laps. Here we go. This is what we want to see. So Alphatauri versus Hugo Boss. Wouldn't even know what to call the team. Boss Balls Racing? Boss Balls? Hugo Balls? What do you guys think? What should we be calling the team? Either way, we've made another move, so P7 for us now. Getting a nice run here through the S's. We're going to try and get the inside. Outside for the next one. The Alphatauri taking a bit of a haircut at the apex, and that is what you get for taking weird racing lines. So make that P6. Not in the most cleanest fashion, but you know what? I'll take it. The Alphatauri done that to himself by taking that stupid line through the final part of the S section. So that is now P6. Can we catch the car ahead and maybe snatch a top 5 with a lap and a bit to go? It's not going to be easy, but you know what? We'll give it a go and see if we can get close. That would be awesome. Full send now. Big battle ahead as well, by the way, for the podium spots. It's actually a battle for the win, to be fair. I could see all 5 cars on the crossover, although I just think we're not fast enough. We're a bit too far back. Bit of a shame, but still, I'll take a P6. We'll try and push though. We never know. We might get some drama in the final sector like we saw a moment ago. Just got to try and keep it clean and hope that we can nail some of these slow sections, which we struggle with. But the car does not seem to want to traction up for us, the same way it does for the AI. That wasn't too bad, to be fair. Bit of smoke up ahead. Let's see. Full send through here to try and close in. Tyres are starting to get hot as well as we're pushing. But it looks like everyone's going to behave reasonably well, and we're not going to get any late dramas. So there we go. Fireworks off in the distance, and that is going to be it. So P6 for us in the Hugo Boss Balls in the car of Daniel Ricciardo. Right then, race done, and a PB of a 35.8. Well, there you have it then, guys. That was a 5-lap race at the Circuit of the Americas. Got difficulty pretty much on the nose. Maybe could have gone a little bit lower for the sake of the video to make it more entertaining. But in terms of a challenge, that was pretty much my pace, and that was about 95 AI. So, yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Down below, you're going to have links to the car, the livery, the track, and whatever else I can think of will be down there. So go check it out. If you have a Assetto Corsa, give it a go. But let me know what you think, guys. And also, what would you call the team? Hugo Boss Balls Racing? Hugo Balls, Boss Balls, I don't know. Would you still call it Alphatauri? Honestly, I don't know. Hopefully though, the liveries look something like one of the 3, because I'll be very happy if that's the case. Anyway, guys, like the video. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for daily F1 content and more F1 mod content like this. So help me out. We're very, very close now to 100,000 subs, guys. Literally less than 3,000 away. If you want to help me get there, I'd massively appreciate it. As always, a big shout out to the channel members for supporting all the content. As always, check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and that's goodbye from me.